Well, masks are coming off in schools, and while kids are enjoying seeing their friends smile again and sharing laughs, they're also sharing more than that.
Oh yeah, you've probably already dealt with it in the last couple of weeks. We're talking about a cold, a cough, sniffles, a lot more than that. New this morning, Heather Abraham spoke with a pediatrician to find out what's really going around.
The sniffles are back. Some of our old friends we haven't seen since before the pandemic are making a resurgence, and it's at the expense of kids and their parents.
And I think a lot of parents are getting frustrated because one illness is backing right up to the next illness.
Dr. Pamela Schomer with UPMC Children's Community Pediatrics says they've really seen an uptick in colds and viruses.
We are seeing a lot of respiratory illnesses, anything from colds to a little bit deeper colds, kind of more than what we would call a chest cold or bronchiolitis, as well as a lot of the stomach viruses, things that cause gastroenteritis.
And all this while COVID is still hanging around. Dr. Schomer says to rule it out, you gotta test.
I compare it much like strep throat. You can't really tell if you have strep throat without a throat culture. Everything has a sore throat.
And while kids are getting back-to-back colds and illnesses, she says if we've learned anything from the pandemic, it's to stay home when you're sick, especially for young children.
But with little ones, oftentimes their sleeve is their Kleenex, or they cough into their hands and then they touch the toys or the other things around the schoolroom, which then spreads it to other people.
Sprinkle in seasonal allergies and it becomes even harder to tell what's what.
And it's been so wet, so a lot of times we still have those leaves in our yards, so the molds and mildews and all the fall stuff's still around a little bit as well.
Again, Dr. Schomer's big advice, stay home. No one wants your cold, but what no one really wants is the dreaded stomach bug. And coming up, we'll get some tips on how to minimize the impact on your family. Heather Abraham, KDKA News.